Jayhawks number 20 Louisville had its hands full with Purdue. Rick Pitino going for his 500th NCAA win for the second time. Freshman Robbie Hummel coming off the bench, leading the Boilers with a career-high 15 points. Let's go to the second half. Down 8 are the Cardinals. Edgar Sosa. Nice finish. It's a 6-point game. But later in the second half, Purdue up only 2. Chris Kramer somehow was in all alone for the jam, and that was a big bucket because that gave Purdue a 4-point lead. Still a 4-point game. Louisville comes up with a turnover. They can't hang on to the ball. Kramer goes in for the finish. You know, Louisville was missing 3 key players, and the Cardinals shot just 32.8% because of it, and Purdue wins it. But good effort by the Boilermakers, not to take anything away from that.
Absolutely.
So Rick Pitino fails in his second straight attempt at his 500th career coaching win. Louisville has struggled without the injured David Padgett in the lineup, falling to 3-3 in his absence. And the Cardinals haven't been able to take advantage of the three-pointer. They love that, but they're hitting just 27% from behind the arc in the last 2 games, both defeats.
All right, Oregon, Nebraska. Alex Maritz right there. Under 5 minutes to go in the second half. Nebraska and Maritz are up by 3, make it 5. Big guy underneath. Knees up, 23 points. Now under 20 to go. Oregon is down by 3, a 3 to tie. Tawan Porter, got it! And won!
Wow!
He has a chance to give his team the lead with 6 seconds to go. All right, it's up, and oh, it's out. Go to overtime, and here's Maritz again. Offensive rebound, great position, good hands. And Nebraska gets the upset. Jump around. They win in overtime over 16th ranked Oregon.
Back to the round ball, number 2 Memphis and Middle Tennessee State. Memphis trying to improve to 8-0 for the first time since the 95-96 campaign. Antonio Anderson, the alley-oop to Joey Dorsey. Dorsey 4-4 from the field, 11 points, 12 boards. Anderson gets the steal, and then the dish to Chris Douglas-Roberts. Pressure giving the Tigers 2 easy points. They take a 17-point lead. Memphis just pulled away. The freshman Derrick Rose blooming with that steal. He takes it all the way for his first field goal of the game. He had just 4. Memphis beats the Blue Raiders for the 12th straight time. They're 8-0.
Georgetown's real good, taking on Radford. How about DeJuan Summers? He said one day in the locker room, Coach said to us that he thinks we have a chance to be scary good. Oh, they were scary good in this game. Patrick Ewing Jr. draws the foul. 12-0 Hoya run. Here's that quote master, DeJuan Summers. That's easy. Coming off a big game against Jacksonville, this one was even more impressive. Summers again. Georgetown wins 110-51.
That's impressive.
110. They're now 8-0.
How about third-ranked Kansas, school in Ohio? Kansas entered the game outscoring opponents by over 25 points per game. 3rd in the nation. Jayhawks crushed Ohio's zone defense. Solid game plan, good ball movement. Darnell Jackson with a great cross-court pass to Brandon Rush, who doesn't miss from there. And then, after they spread the floor, they make the extra pass. It's that simple for them. Russell Robinson might have an open lane, makes the extra pass to Rush for 3. How about the drive and kick? Rush driving, kicking it out to Robinson, who then will pass it to Mario Chalmers for 3. Kansas moves to 10-0 on the season with their 88-51 victory. Number 17 Xavier against Arizona State. The Sun Devils haven't beaten a ranked non-conference opponent at home since 1980. James Harden, left-handed. Sun Devils up 5. Second half, 10-point lead for ASU. Harden finding Ty Abbott for 3. 19.6 boards for Abbott. Harden drains the 3, beats the shot clock. ASU 10-19 from 3-point range. And then ASU up 21. Jeff Pendergraph kicking out to Abbott. Impressive win by the Sun Devils, even though they started 4 freshmen. Number 8, UCLA entertaining Idaho State. Russell Westbrook and the Bruins meeting Idaho State for the first time since '83. Back to the 80s here, Butchie.
Love it.
Westbrook going backdoor, driving baseline.
Tears for fears.
Love it. Shout, let it all out. Josh Shipp drains the 3. It's 16. And then more unbelievable Bruins play. Just incredible.
The world.
Nice. How about head over heels, Kevin Love from Shipp?
Sowing the seeds of love.
17 points, 8 boards for Love Collison, tying a career high with 20 points.
Sowing the seeds of love.
I got it. It's sensational.
Oh, so good. High five. Come on. All right, Oklahoma State, Pittsburgh. The Panthers playing good basketball against Oklahoma State. Keith Benjamin, nice to DeJuan Blair. Very impressive. 4-5. I believe he may bench press now or then.
Ooh.
Pittsburgh by 5. Ronald Ramon, Levance Fields, Blair. Good team. Look how fast Pitt is playing. That's exciting. Pitt up by the half. Mom and Dad love it. Love it. Terrific. Eaton. Look at Byron Eaton getting blocked by Blair twice. 5 blocks in the game for the freshman. Later. Pitt pulling away. Ramon misses, but there's Blair. Very, very nice win for Pittsburgh. They are 10-0.
He's 64 years young, Joe Namath. UAB in Kentucky, Robert Vaden. UAB's leading scorer had only 5 in the first half. Early second half, Vaden fouled while attempting a 3. Brad Nessler, who called the game, thought these free throws might get Vaden started.
And this could give him the stroke he's been looking for from the field if he gets an open look now. You give a guy that's had a little trouble shooting 3 easy ones, and the next time down court, I wouldn't be surprised if they want to get it number 24's hands.
Brad Nessler, a pro, because he was right. Vaden was out of his mind in the second half. He brought UAB back from a 14-point deficit, 8 of 10 from the floor, including 6 from downtown. Vaden hits from around 25 feet. Unbelievable. Anywhere the rim was his. UAB wins it thanks to Vaden. He had 28 points in that second half, and his mom cannot believe it. She is one proud mom. That's a nice shot.
Amazing.
On campus, number 1 North Carolina at Rutgers. Tar Heels looking for their first 9-0 start since the 97-98 season. Here's Ty Lawson. The anticipation, the steal, and the finish. He had a career-high 26, and North Carolina is rolling. They're up 21. Second half, Tyler Hansbrough reversing himself. 20 points, 11 boards. His 4th straight double-double, but Hansbrough would have to leave the game. Knocked to the floor here. One more look. Looks like he hits his head on the bottom of the stanchion. Hansbrough hospitalized with a mild concussion. Cameraman there as well. North Carolina moves to 9-0. They win at Rutgers 93-71.
Duke very much at home Monday night when Albany came calling. But the Blue Devils bench taking on the Great Dane starters. That'd be a good game. DeMarcus Nelson from 3, and he was fouled. Of course, he hit the free throw. Duke was up 12. Still in the first half. Duke up 14. Here's Taylor King. Might want to put a hand in his face. Duke up 17. On to the second half. They're up 38. Here's King with a hand in his face. King had 17. Duke was up 41. Nelson copies King. Hits the 3. Blue Devils were 15 of 26 from 3. The Duke bench scored 61. 57th straight home win.
Allow me to intone that Bill Self's team is awesome baby. 3rd-ranked Kansas at Georgia Tech. Mario Chalmers. I'll get that, thanks, and throw it down. Look at that, off the miss. Jayhawks up 4. Chalmers 11 points. This is just the 2nd home game of the year for the Yellow Jackets. Opened at home, lost. Now this one. Rush, reverse dunk there. He had 11 points. Lewis Clinch drives. Home team lays it in. Jackets down 6. Clinch had 22. 8-point game. Matt Causey steps back. He'll get 3 for that. He had 9. 5-point game. Still 5-point game. 67-62. And Sherron Collins gets a rebound. Rush. He bumps. Ball gets loose. Causey gets the layup. Jackets down just 3. Last chance for the Yellow Jackets. Down 3. 8 to go. Causey can't handle the pass. Collins gets it going the other way. Kansas wins 71-66. They improved 11-0. Match the start of the football team from Lawrence. Oral Roberts visiting number 5 Texas at the drum. Might take a miracle for the Golden Eagles in this ball game. Second half, Texas up 5. We're going to telestrate so you can see it's all about picking and setting screens. Connor actually screens 2 guys. DJ Augustine takes advantage, hits the 3. Later in the second half, Texas up 5. A.J. Abrams comes off a couple of screens. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. And fire. Texas up 7. Worked through perfection. Rick Barnes, you don't usually, when you screen, you don't usually get in the highlights. We're showing it here. Off another one. Abrams stops, fires. He had 11 points. Texas up 8, rolling along. Texas up 9. Too quick for ORU. Actually sits another pick. Augustine slashes by 3 defenders. Gets to the tinny at 24. Texas 11-0 for the first time since the 81-82 season. They win by 10, 66-56. Houston and Billy Clyde Gillespie's Wildcats are struggling mightily. Now, they haven't lost 4 in a row since the 89-90 season. They're on the cusp here. Deion Dowell drives the lane, throws it down left hand one more time. That is all Phi Slamma Jamma and then some, a top play nominee. First half, Cougars are up 10. Marcus Malone stealing the pass. Backside, and then skips it over to Robert McKeever. Mid-range jumper, good. He had 18. Houston up by 12 at the half. In the second half, they weren't going away. Well, they're in Houston. They're not going anywhere. Calvin Lewis, Dowell had 19 points, 9 rebounds. Kentucky does lose that 4th in a row. 83-60 to high. Clyde Drexler likes Kentucky 4-4.
All right, back to the college kids. Marshall visiting Louisville. Rick Pitino, 3rd try at career win 500. Second half, tied at 44. Jerry Smith misses. Earl Clark is there for the rebound. Marshall is hanging around, but not for long. Here's Jerry Smith, steal on the inbounds. The Cardinals up 54-46. Terrence Williams drive, spin, and then Andre McGee for 3 at 13. Daryl Murphy denied by Clark. Clark had 2 blocks, career high 23 points. Rick Pitino, 17th active D1 coach to 500 wins.
College kids, North Carolina undefeated, ranked #1 at home against Nicholls State. Tyler Hansbrough ready to go after getting conked. Had Sunday, there he goes. He went down against Rutgers. Mild concussion against the stanchion. He would be ready to go in this one, though, on Wednesday night after having treatment. And wouldn't you know, he gets back in, and Hansbrough gets an elbow right to the noggin again. Down to the floor, but he's going to stay in the game this time. Has all his senses about him, all his faculties. He's tough. He's from the Boot Hill. Hansbrough going for the ball, hits the deck. Marcus Ginyard laying and 1. Tar Heels up 19. It's their first home game in 36 days. They haven't been to Chapel Hill in the Dean Dome in a while. Hansbrough finishes off 27 points. UNC wins by 10. Sort of tight, 88-78.
All right, that takes care of #1. As for #2, Memphis visiting Cincinnati. John Calipari and the Tigers looking to start the season 9-0. Last time they did that, 85-86. Deonta Vaughn leading the fast break and splitting the defenders since he trailed 33-29. Under 10 seconds left in the half. Jamal Warren at the buzzer since he ends the half on a 15-4 run. Derrick Rose came out firing in the second half. You see what I mean? 36-32. Memphis. Rose, another 3. 47-40 Memphis. Rose. Again. Rose would have a career-high 26, 5 of 8 from downtown. Memphis, their first true road victory of the season.
All right, guys, Steel City Thursday continued at a sold-out MSG for 10-0 Pitt against 10-0 Duke. Blue Devils have won 36 straight in December. Second half, DeJuan Blair, the steal for Pitt, finishes at the other end, part of a 12-0 run. The freshman had 15 points and 20 boards. 2 minutes and change now. Gerald Henderson, got to stop ball. You got to stop ball, please. The easy dunk, and Blue Devils within 1. Pitt now up 1. Sam Young puts it on the deck and scores. But look at this. Quickly back the other way. Push it, push it. Greg Paulus. Eventually, Kyle Singler will hit the 3. The freshman had 17, and we're tied at 56. Later, Levance Fields finds Young in the corner for a sweet baseline J. Pitt up 2. This is the best basketball MSG has seen in a while, huh? Next trip, it's Henderson. He ties it at 58. He had 17 points. Duke had 2 shots at the end of regulation to wrap this one up. Henderson misses, then Singler, pretty good look. No good. We go to overtime. In the OT, senior Mike Cook for Pitt is called for traveling, but goes down in pain. The team is calling it a severe knee injury. He was taken to the hospital for evaluation. The senior has made 48 consecutive starts at Pitt. Less than 2 minutes left in OT. Duke down 2. DeMarcus Nelson, get off me. Filling up his game breaker. Take another look at that. He hit the free throw. Blue Devils up 1. Nelson had 14 points. Now less than 10 to play. Fields. Oh, the step back 3. Got it. Cold-blooded 3, but here comes Duke. They inbound the ball quickly. John Shire running 3. No good. No good, but Shire gets a look at it again, but it's off the iron. And here's a look at Fields with a huge 3. Grew up in Brooklyn, and he hit the big 3 from Win It to Pitt, 65-64.
The first half, we weren't very good. We weren't real good all game, but we played hard. And they're a great team, obviously a great program. They're the signature program in the country. And, you know, we just battled. The guys won it. Levance Fields hit that shot for Mike Cook, his best friend right there. I'm really worried about Mike Cook right now. I'm excited. You know,
this is a big game for us, a big stepping stone, and lose might cook in the process. We knew we had to pull it together and get the win.
Hey, what about 13th ranked Marquette taking on Coppin State? There's Tom Crean and his Golden Eagles. Lawrence Blackledge, we highlight him. He goes backdoor for the alley-oop slam from Dominic James. Yeah, Marquette up 19-4. That's D. Wade's alma mater. Wesley Matthews, the dish to Maurice Acker, lobs it to Matthews. That'll work. Matthews had 13. Lazar Hayward picks off the pass here and finds James, as in Dominic James, 18 points. 13th ranked Marquette crushes Coppin State.